once you knew, okay, I've got the role, how do you prepare for that? Because to me, it felt like you weren't just like playing a role, you were actually praying the role, that you could tell that there's prayer behind this. And like, I love the person of Fotina. Just at first, the cynicism, the skepticism that she has towards Christ, that she's got a little bit of sass to her,
Yeah.
that she gives Jesus, that prove it,
Yeah.
And so I like that, but that he encounters her in her brokenness, and that she really doesn't buy off on everything. I mean, they go through theology, where should we worship, and this and that, and the Messiah. She's just not sold until she's seen, and that she understands not only that he knows her history and her backstory, but in a sense, he was with her at those moments, like that he
Hmm.
was in her heart as she was going through the marketplace and smelling the oranges, like that. That's how near he was to her suffering, and
Hmm.
then saying like, I came to Samaria just to meet you. And then just
Hmm.
seeing this personification of the joy of the gospel in her all come alive, to bring all of that across in 8 minutes. How do you spiritually prepare for this? How do how do you prepare for that role?
Oh man. I mean, all I could do, and anytime I take on a role, the first thing I look at is, how do I bring myself to this character? How do I directly relate to this character? And and yeah, I mean, there's no way I don't have her past, her history of, five husbands, being an adulteress. I couldn't connect to that. But what I could connect to is feeling, this idea of feeling bound by past mistakes, or feeling bound by my guilt or shame. There are things I have done, yeah, I'm not proud of, and I could relate to that, to feeling shameful and regretful, and that there's this man here who wants to talk about it, and so obviously feeling guarded and feeling like I can't share this with you. And why? Who are you to want to talk to me about this? So those were things that I was able to bring to the character. And in doing so, I also wanted to explore the transformation. This scene is so beautifully written, where you see her journey to that transformation at the end. And it's a joy to play as an actor whenever you're given an opportunity to have a transformation in a scene. Oftentimes it's in a play, or it's in a full script of an episode. But in one scene, to have this journey and this transformation, it's delicious. It's so fun as an actor to play with. So I wanted to explore that joy at the end, and the that she faces that truth that really is something we can all experience in Jesus, and is the fact that in Jesus we are free. That's something that's just so powerful, that although we feel bound, Jesus frees us from that. And I think that was just so beautiful. And I wanted to really play with that. And Dallas Jenkins, the director, gave me the opportunity to really hone in on that. We focused quite a bit on that. I remember in his notes for me, I want to see that joy. That's really what's going to make this scene come alive, and that transformation for her. And of course, they did their part in terms of editing, and in terms of working their magic. I did my part, but I think the editors really, they work their magic and make me look good. So, but that was really how I prepped for her. And I also, something that I wanted to mention in preparing for this interview with you, something I noticed that is fascinating, I think, is, actors, we cannot judge the characters that we play. We just can't. We have to see through their eyes, and have compassion for these characters that might be very flawed and very different from who we are. So that's something that I always look at is, okay, am I judging, or am I really seeing this character through the, for the humans that they are, the humanity that's behind them. And isn't it interesting that that's what Jesus did? Like, he was the
Mhm.
first of his time, for a religious leader, the first religious leader to see the sinner as a human, and to see the humanity, and bring love and compassion and empathy to that human. Um, that's what made him so exceptional, so different. And I think that's what actors do.
Mhm.
We have to bring love and compassion to the roles that we play. And I think that's something that we can all work on. We can all continue to work on, is how to see others who are different from us
Mhm.
differently. Maybe not judge them right away, but how can we bring empathy and love firsthand? So I thought that was something that's really interesting in terms
Yeah.
of the parallels between acting and what happens in the scene.
Yeah, and it comes through so clearly. When Jesus sees her, it's almost like he's just peeling open this bandage, or taking this cast off, just exposing this wound. And, and Fotina's reaction is like, why are you doing this? Like, just stop.
Yeah.
Like, this is too revealing. This is too painful, but that was the only portal of entry, was through the woman's heart. He's trying through the mind, hey, Samaria, this, that, but then she needs to be seen. I remember St. John Paul II saying, in order to see Jesus, we first need to let him look at us. And so, that she only saw him once he really looked at her and pierced, through her heart. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that little clip, but if you want to see the whole episode where this came from, just click the link here. And in the meantime, we want to invite you to help us share this message, and there's a couple things you can do real quick. Number one, if you like or comment or share this video, YouTube will actually show it to more people. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. We release videos every single day, and you'll be notified as soon as those come out. If you want to help us also to spread this message, you can support us at patreon.com/Jason Everett. That helps us to create these videos and show them to the whole world. God bless.